The Federation of Mining Host Communities, in partnership with Global Right, has called on the National Assembly to actively involve civil society organizations, host communities and stakeholders in the process of amendment of the Mining Act of 2007, as it would ensure the equitable distribution of benefits derived from the sector. They make this known during a press conference organized by Global Right and the Federation of Mining Host Communities in Abuja. Participants at the event, while applauding the efforts by the National Assembly in introducing reforms targeted at improving the sector, harp on the need for these changes to serve the interests of the mining host communities and the economic development of the country.
Relying on Section 14, 2B and C of the Constitution, that says that the primary purpose of government is to ensure the security and welfare of the people, and also C, that the people shall have a say in how their government is run, are critical, essential, constitutionally guaranteed rights that ensures that government must protect the rights of mining host communities. And it does. The Constitution doesn't stop there when it talks about the protection of mining host communities. In Section 17 to D as well, it's C, pardon me. It also says that the minerals of a community must not be exploited except for the benefits of the communities. And the community of Nigeria Mining Host Community, relying on this, realizing the legacy of neglect that host communities, extractive host communities, not only of solid minerals, but also of hydrocarbons, as we have seen in the South-South, have suffered in the past. I thought this very critical to ensure that their voice is heard and that their demands are met in the exercise of this,
Considering the informal nature of the activities in the mining sector, that 5% of whatever is gotten should be given to the host communities. Now, it would not be given to the host communities in cash, but the idea is that every host community sets up a structure where, such like a fund, where these monies will be deposited, and a comprehensive development plan will be made for that community, so that when these funds are gotten, they are deployed. Unlike the defined provision we have in the Act today, it will actually tear your heart when you look at what constitutes the community development agreement today, and you see that the host community actually have the short end of the stick. I want to assure you, is in the best interest of Nigeria. And just as I said, it's not our bill. This bill belongs to the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But I want to assure you that I will get a representation from this federation to make sure you're on the technical committee that will be putting the final copy together so that your positions can be well captured.
The security and welfare of mining host communities are critical and must be reflected throughout the amended Minerals and Mining Act. In particular, we call for the expansion of environmental impact assessment to environmental and social impact assessments. In addition to this, we propose that the bill make a provision that compels artisanal and licensed operators to conduct and publish bi-yearly impact reports on their mining activities as a requirement for their continued mining operations, with clear penalties for default. 3. Inclusion of civil society organizations and mining host communities in the state mineral codes. The proposed Section 9, which seeks to amend Section 19 of the Principal Act, should be amended to include a rotation of representatives of civil society organizations and mining host communities as members of the Mineral Resources and Environmental Management Committee, MERENCO. This inclusion will foster greater transparency, accountability, and community participation in the decision-making process. In addition to having a representative of affected mining host communities and CSOs, at each sitting where issues that impact their communities are discussed as active participants in the process. 4. Chairman of an acknowledgement of state autonomy in MERENCO. We commended the proposed amendment to Section 19, subsection 2 of the Principal Act, which gives the chairman of the MERENCO to State Commissioner of Solid Minerals, and the autonomy granted to state government in MERENCO is commendable, as it enables tailored approaches to address regional challenges and priorities within the mining sector. However, the problem of the funding of state MERENCOs still exists and was not properly addressed in proposed amendment. We therefore recommend that funding of the state MERENCOs should be housed in the Central Bank of Nigeria, which is an independent of the state and federal arm of government.